Crew, what's good? It's the future king of pirates here, Rubber Captain, coming at you with another video today. Today we're going to have a discussion on Rp Luffy, an in-depth guide, and the best way to play Rp Luffy in 8.5. If you guys don't know, Rp Luffy is my favorite deck right now at the moment. I do play other decks, but this is my top notch deck, top notch leader. So without further ado, let me go ahead and go over this deck profile and then get into this discussion. So first off, we're running 4 Namis. Nami's your searcher. It's pretty standard. See it in almost every Rp Luffy list. Nothing really to explain about that. 3 Edward Newgates, pretty much a standard that you see in every Rp Luffy list. So right here is some spicy tech right here. We got Shiraya. Shiraya is a blocker. Not only is it a blocker, it matches the opponent's leader attack, which is very relevant when it comes to pushing for game or being extra aggressive. So the main reason I got Shiraya in right now is I want to play more blockers since it's Dolphy season. If you guys been around the block, you know, crew, it's Dolphy season. Dolphy's out here. He's everywhere. He's trying to take you. He's trying to check your pockets. He's trying to rob your ship. You know, he's trying to come in and just clean up your board. He's trying to be super aggressive. Come for your life. We don't like that. So we got Shiraya here, and I'll give it a little more in detail of what I do with Shiraya. Let's keep going through the list. We got Monkey D Dragon. Need your rushers. Like I said, it's Dolphy season. We gotta get that rush on. Another spicy card I don't see nobody talking about, and I don't know why they're not playing in Rp Luffy. It's your boy Monkey D Luffy himself. He has rush. If they try to block, he's KO'ing at 8k or less power. Like, come on now. They got 2 boas on field. They try to block this attack. We getting rid of both of them. Get out of here. We ain't got time for it. We got 4 Zora Juros. You need your ramp. No skate, just an extra 2k. We was running 10 2ks, but we're down to I think 9 now, which is fine because we got plenty of blockers to cover up for that. The best card in the deck, you know, Gear 5. Ain't nothing like slapping down Gear 5. They know it's over with. They scoop up their cards. They cry. They do whatever they need to do, you know. It's fine. We got 4 Sanjis here. Standard blocker. Most times 2k, but comes in clutch as a blocker as well. Now this is where most people would have Bon K, Mr. 2, you know. I like Brulee better. First off, let's talk about price. Bon K is a $30 card. Everybody ain't got $30 to spend on a card, you know. And you need a full play set. You know, we getting up there in the price. I'm talking about 120, 130, $140 after shipping. We ain't got time for that. Plus, I like Brulee better just in general, utility wise. Bon K, I was playing on the sim with I was testing Bon K out on the sim, and I found that mid game to late game, the only thing he was doing for me was literally a 1k counter. Most of the time, you don't want to summon him over a blocker. Mid to late game, it just makes sense. Not only is Brulee a blocker, she ramps. She's one dime. She's taking a free hit and she's giving you a dime. Also, mid to late game, not only is she a 1k counter, she's still a blocker. She's still something that they have to answer. They have to respond. They have to use Don. And if they're using Don to remove Brulee, then they don't have Don to strap up to attack my 6k lead. So enough said about Brulee. We got Queen to help us cycle through our deck, get to our Luffy, get to our Gear 5 Luffy. You know, nothing else to say about Queen. Plus he's a 5k, so they can't just spin him back with their new law and all that. So that's the reason why we got Queen in here. I did cut Law from the list originally, but Law is just too good. I mean, against these decks that like to stack their hand, it's good just to have Law. Like, I mean, even threatening Law sometimes is good enough. But I felt I just needed him in here. He's too good. Like, you gotta have him. 3 kids, nothing else to say, plus 1K to the end of your opponent's turn. Gotta do it. Usohachi, 2K counter. But not only is it 2K counter, he rests a blocker, which comes unclutched late game. I've won a couple games with using Usohachi. So don't sleep on the man. Don't sleep on him. Onami, help you cycle through your cards more. So we got 6 cards as cycling cards. Yeah, they're only late game cards, but that's when you mostly need to be cycling your cards anyway. Got 4 Rad Beams. Rad Beam, you gotta have 4 of them. Just, there's no option. We're only running 1 Diaba Jambe. I might eventually try to get it up to 2. But realistically, with Usohachi, my Monkey D. Luffy, it's gonna pop. I don't really need 2 Diaba Jambes at the moment. Plus, when I need to see it, I've been seeing it. I haven't had trouble seeing it. I got my Searcher Namis, my Queen cycles, my Onami cycles. Most of the time, you don't need. Most time you don't need 2. It's good to have 2 sometimes. Some cases it could be argued either or. It's just preference. I like 1. I like the list the way it's been performing for me. It's been performing great. I'm like 80% win rate against Dolphins right now, and that is what I mainly built this list around to beat. Everything else, it still works good against everything else as well. So you still got your top end, you still got your big bodies, you're still dropping them elbows, feet, and hands on people's neck. When you throwing down these Edward Newgates plus 8, plus 2K. 8K lead, 9K lead, and it's still a lot they gotta deal with. And then on top of that, after you throw them plays, you're throwing down for another 10 on turn, you're throwing down 2 blockers. It's like it's a lot for people to deal with. This deck is just great. It's just beautiful. It's immaculate. But enough about the deck. Let's talk about some tech and some things that I like to do against some of these 5 life leaders. I like to be aggressive. And what I mean by aggressive, let me give you an example of aggression. So, let's say turn 1, pass. I have no play. I have a Shiraya in hand. Turn 2, swing 6. Swing 6 at lead, play out Shiraya. If they do not deal with this Shiraya, their next turn, the beginning of their turn 2, they do not deal with this Shiraya. I'm going first. Let's say I'm going first in this situation. If they do not deal with this Shiraya, the next turn, I'm at 5 dime. I strap 2 up to Shiraya. I'm swinging 7. Mind you, turn before I swung 6. Turn 2, I swung 6. Turn 3, I'm swinging 7 with Shiraya. Then I'm strapping 3 on lead and I'm swinging 9. So that's, let's see, 1 2K, 2 2Ks, a 1K, 2 more 2Ks, and a 1K. So what we got? Like 4 2Ks, 2 1Ks to get out of all those attacks in 2 turns. More cards than you have in your hand. So they're more than likely taking 2 lives, if not 3. Now I have my 5 life opponent down to my level, down to 3 lives, down to 2 life even maybe. It just depends, because some people take the 6K hit, not thinking that you're going to swing 7 and 9K on the crackback on the next turn. That's what I mean by aggression. And after that, I'm on my 7 down turn. This is without Ram. I'm on my 7 down turn after that. Now I'm dropping kids, boosting my lead up to 1,000. They still have to hit Shiraya like after that. So it's like once they see I'm being aggressive, I'm attacking with Shiraya, he's taking the block too now. So not only is he swinging for me 7K, he's gonna take a hit. regardless. Because if they don't deal with him that turn, the next turn after that, I'm not even gonna play kid out. I'm swinging 9 and 9. 7-9 turn, strapping 4 on him, swinging 9. 3 on lead, swinging 9 mode. That's 2 more 9Ks coming at you. And it's pretty much almost game after that. Better pray I don't have a dragon or another rush card in my hand, Luffy. So it just depends. I make my opponent have to answer what's on my board rather than swinging to me, because the problem with Luffy, the main problem with Luffy leader right now, is people strapping 1 up, swinging 6, strapping 1 up, swinging 6, or if you're 7, strapping 1 up, swinging 7, and swinging just across the board to try to get every card out your hand. So if you're super aggressive with what you have on board, then they have no choice but to swing at your board first. Because if they don't, then they're going to be taking cards out their hand, and they're going to be taking hits. You're getting free life out of them. I'll even give you another scenario. Let's say I play Nami out. I play Nami out. I have no turn 2 play. I have no ramp. I'm strapping 3 on Nami. And I'm swinging 5. Now I'm swinging 8. Just going first, for example. Play Nami out, turn 1. So I'll go through the whole turn base. My bad. Let me get this right. So turn 1, I play Nami out. Turn 2, have no play. Strap 3 on lead, swing 9. Swinging 9 at your face, you're taking it. Turn 2, you're taking it. I'm sorry. Turn 3, strap 3 on Nami, swing 5. Card out your hand. Strap 2 more on lead, I'm swinging 8. You see the strategy here? This is what we're doing if we have no ramp. If I have ramp, I'll go about it a little different. So let's just go scenario where we got Zoro in our starting hand. I'm still swinging big. It don't matter regardless. I'm still swinging big just because I need you to take this. I need you. My goal is to get my opponent down to my life. Once they're down to my life, I'm playing more comfortable on 3 life than you are. I'm a 6K leader. I got stuff that busts my attack, that busts my lead. You don't. You gotta rely on your blockers and your little shenanigans, your Dofi shenanigans to try to flood the board and all that. And I'm fine with that, because if I get you down to 3 life before you can flood the board, you're blocking. You're not swinging with your boas. Because you see these Dofi players, they like to swing with their boas. But if they see you're just hitting them with the ferocious aggression, and you're just like, I'm finna just take all your fucking life if you don't do something, buddy. They gon' not swing with their boa. They gonna be scared. And if they ain't scared and they swing with their boa, then you gonna go straight at their life again. And you gonna show them that, like, we're not playing with you. You swing with that boa you want to. That's gonna be nothing but a blocker for you, buddy. So if you don't use it for nothing for a blocker and you turn that bitch sideways, I'm still gonna swing at your life. I've swung at Dofi's life when they had 5 characters on board and 3 life, and I have 2 bodies on board, and I swung straight life. And that next turn, that motherfucker did not swing with that boa again. I promise you that. He counted out with that boa the next turn because I swung at his life again, and she died. That's how she died. So if you just let them know that you're not gonna play with them, and you're not gonna play with their board, and if you're gonna swing at their face every time, they gonna respect you, and they ain't got no choice but to respect you. And they gonna try to kill your board because they ain't gonna have no choice unless they want to take them hits. So let's go back to the example. So Zoro, I got Zoro in hand. Turn 1, I have no turn 1 play, pass. I'm going first in this example again. Turn 2, swing 6, play out Zoro. Turn 3, most people turn 3, they'll do Bond Clay, like a little Bond Clay play, where they'll swing 2 with Zoro, play out, or swing 2 with 6 with Zoro. That's strap 2 to him, swing 6. Strap, swing 6 with lead, and then they'll play out a Bond Clay to get another dime. I don't care about going I don't care about pushing my Don that aggressively. I'd rather take their life. So what I do is I play out my Zoro and the next turn I strap 3. I swing 7. Strap 3, swing 7. Then I strap 3 to lead and swing 9. I'm swinging 7 and 9 on turn 3. So you got turn 2, 6, turn 3, 7, and 9. They either got no hand or they got low life. I'm fine with either. And then Zoro is always gonna take a hit, so he's a pseudo blocker on top of that. So that's how I play out hands with Zoro as my starting hand. That's so we went over Nami starter, Shiraya starter, Zoro starter. Now let's say I got Brule, it's my only ramp. Oh, before I speak on Brule, I always mulligan for just any ramp. I try to see any ramp card in hand or at least a Nami searcher. So a Nami searcher or any ramp is what I'm mulligan for every time. Alright, so I got Brule in hand. Turn 1, no turn 1 play. Turn 2, strap 3 up the lead, swing 9. Almost get to life guaranteed almost every time. So yeah, turn 2, strap, swing 9. Turn 3, we strap 1 to lead, swing 7, and then we play out our Brule. Now, most people might say, oh well, your Brule gets bounced by law. I'm fine if they bounce my Brule with law. Cause what? They bounce my Brule with law, then they have what? They go in second, they have what, 2 Dawn left? Since they just play it from hand. So they don't get their Dolphy effect, which I'm fine with. If that's what you want to do, and then you still have nothing on board, unless you just got something off your other one, off your other turn, which is fine. So that's how we play that out. We try to play every hand aggressive as possible, and if it's a 4 life lead, we might play it like a little bit less aggressive, because our main focus is to get them down to 3 before they swarm the board. We like to get them down to 3 before they swarm the board. That's our goal. That's our focus. Then once we get to like mid to late game, we start establishing our big bodies, which most time be mid game because you'll see your ramp. You ramp up the mid game. Start establishing your big bodies. And then once you get your big bodies established, if they're not clearing off your big bodies, you can even go like 9 Dawn turn, Queen, Dawn -1, draw 2, trash 1, lead effect, Dawn 1 back. Now we back at 5. We're at 6, my bad. 6 Dawn on Nami. Play on Nami out, you still got 2 Dawn. 1 on lead, swing 7, and you still have a Dawn up for Rad Beam. That's just a crucial play right there. I mean, drawing 4 cards, discarding 2, resetting your entire hand, swinging 7 at life, and then a 1 Dawn up for Rad Beam. Can't too many people take that. And plus, you're just like bulletproofing your board. Cause even if they use the 7-drop card, what's the 7-drop card again? Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. The 7-drop card, where they get rid of 2 cards. That's still like them counting as a block. Cause either way, they're bottom decking your two blockers, right? They have 3 Dawn up now. This is late game, so more than likely you're buffed by 1K, or you're buffed by 2K, or you even a 9K lead. So how many times can they swing at you after that? Pretty much skipping their turn, which is even worse than them just swinging 7 or 8 or 9, whatever they're gonna swing at you. So I'm fine with that too. Gravity blade, that's what it is. Yeah. So even if they gravity blade my 2 blockers that I played the turn before, I'm still fine with that. So that's a little guide on how to play. If you like content like this, make sure you like and subscribe. Join the crew. It's the Rubber Captain here. You know, this is the best 8.5 build that I've tested. I created this list myself. I lab tested for hours just to try to beat Dolphys mainly. I never really struggled against anything besides Bonnie before Dolphy. Maybe Bonnie is just a struggle in general. Like, no matter if they high roll, then they high roll. I'm trying to think of another deck that I struggled against. Really just Bonnie that I think of. Like, Bonnie's so annoying. I took this deck to locals yesterday. I won my locals with this deck. I played a Marco. Somehow I dodged Dolphy. I don't know how, because I had plenty of Dolphy players at my locals. But I beat a Marco. It was a Uta, and then 2 Reijus. One of the Reijus I actually lost to, and it was my fault. It was a late game. I had 1 life left. He had a full board, which was fine because I was just swinging face anyway. I had a Yaba Jambe, had a Captain Kid, and I had a Newgate. And instead of playing Newgate, I played Kid like a dummy, which was fine because he only had 6 down up for his starting turn. So instead of me playing Newgate, I played Kid. I don't know what I was thinking. So I was only at 7K lead when I could have been an 8K lead, and that kind of lost me the game right there. I had 2 blockers on board. I guess my blockers made me feel like a little too safe, which was fine. I should have just went ahead and played Newgate down, and I could have took that game out. But you know, it happens. You know, misplays happen, mistakes happen. Don't ever let that discourage you. But like I said, if you like Rp Luffy and you want to get the best just info on Rp Luffy, comment down below. Let me know any questions you have, and I'll be happy to answer them. I've been testing this deck out a lot, and be looking forward to more content. I'm about to start up a new series. I'm gonna do 1 episode a week of trying to take the weakest leaders and beat the meta with them, which means the top deck right now is Dolphy. So I mean, pretty much I'm gonna be doing a series. I'm taking the weakest deck and I'm trying to beat Dolphy. If I can't beat Dolphy with it, I'm not gonna give up with the leader until I can beat Dolphy with it. I'm gonna do 1 video a week, so be looking forward for that. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.